Hello everybody, it's Harbinger. This is Wingspan on Steam, and this is our opening hand. I don't mind starting ourselves out with Anna's hummingbird here. We are the last player here, so we can't really guarantee getting anything of the stuff we want. Does that matter? Usually does. I would love the Wilson Snipe, but it's probably going to get gone. It also probably means that we can expect to get some amount of free stuff over the course of the game. So that's fine. I'm going to take the Hummingbird. Do we take... which one of these do we take? I don't like either, to be honest. But let's take the... let's take the Nest Box Builder, sack a rodent here. Keep the Hummingbird, that's it. Take this guy, and maybe we can get something else there. I usually don't like the get worthless birds thing, unless you have a lot of low scoring birds that are really good. You can play in the early game. I don't want to have that stuff going on. Okay, he took 2 cards off the top with the Carrot and a Wren there. I would have taken the Wilson Snipe if it was me, and Blue would also want to take the Wilson Snipe, so he did, me leaving a Clark's Grab for us. Yes, thank you. That's precisely the amount, the kind of stuff we want to see in to complement our bad opening hand. Star Nest Bird, that's cheap to play, that lets us look at a lot more stuff. Perfect. I don't complain at all here. And yeah, great opener here. We're gonna play 2 decently high scoring birds for almost no food cost. And yeah, I feel pretty happy about how this game has developed. Even though we just have done the first 2 turns here, a lot can still change. Let's see, do this so everybody can see what's going on here. So Blue has card advantage and food advantage. Green has tempo, and I have high value birds played. I'm gonna play out the Hummingbird now, and I'm gonna play it for this cherry, I think, since cherries are the least common food to be spent in the grasslands. So because I really want to get to the third egg here pretty fast, but the direction for us to get there is that we're going to take 2 eggs. We are going to take 1 food here. I'm going to lay an egg, and then we have excess eggs, so we can draw a 3rd card in the Clark's Grab area here now. Or we could... I don't have to decide what to do with that madness just quite yet, but it does make everything a lot easier for me. I'm gonna take this this worm here. So we need these eggs anyway, but now we can play the canvas pack, which is another star nest. We can play that here, get to look at 4 cards and discard the worst one. The cost of that is also giving cards to the opponents, but the opponents already have a decent chunk of cards, so giving them more cards doesn't really hurt that much. Nobody has card cyclers, and we are equally likely to draw card cyclers off this. Only thing is that I kind of want to draw up this Protodon Warbler, but this is also a star nest with 4 egg capacity. This gives me more resources, so I will prefer to play this one out now. This Warbler is particularly nice since it also helps us out by getting birds into the forest, but we have plenty of time to get something in there. Usually people don't play more than 4 birds, so if we get to play 1 more bird, I think we are decently decently good for at least getting 2 points of this opener here, and we get Acorn Woodpecker, prime target for discard to the Clark's grab. But let's first look at some cards from the deck here. Common Nighthawk. A question is, should we also pick up the Wild Turkey in addition to the Frototone Warbler? They are pretty high scoring, but we really want the bird that is going to go here as well. So I think we need to find some more stuff. Yeah, let's give everybody some chance here. And there. Oh, yes, perfect. Okay, that is really, really great. Only thing we can wish for in addition now is a card cycler. A card cycler will just really round this off. Eastern Phoebe, perfect card, gives us even more food in the grasslands. It's a star nest, gets us up to the third egg, and in general is going to when you have the Eastern Phoebe and another food producer in the grasslands by the end of round 1, you are pretty darn good set up for the rest of the game. You need a card cycler to round it off, and then you need to just look for high scoring cards and play them out. So with that in mind, we could consider to pick up the Wild Turkey. Because we don't need to play this guy until the next turn, and just picking up the turkey while it's here seems like a good idea to me. So, but yeah, let's draw cards from the deck first. We can always draw the turkey at the end of the Greb's turn. So let's do that. A Chipping Sparrow, Ring-billed Gull, not quite the stuff I am looking for here. Another Flickerer can be a bird that gets us even more food in the pinch, so I don't mind that. But yeah, we're gonna suck the common Nighthawk here, and if it pops up card cycler here, I would be a little bit sad, but luckily for me it is not, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, a fourth bird from the green player. I'm also gonna play a fourth bird, so we are gonna share 2 points. And yeah, another Flicker is actually going to be a great card. We can, as long as we have food available for this guy, we can just play it out whenever we get 3 food in a cash pack from it. It also has a decent chunk of egg capacity, so we love that. And in general, it also hits our bonus card. So yeah, it's going to be a great bird for us to play here. All right, 18 points by the end of round 1 isn't the worst we have been in this game. Okay, so what are our upcoming targets? I don't think we play the Chipping Sparrow. We are going to activate the grasslands a lot, so a Chipping Sparrow would just make us run out of egg capacity faster. We want card cycling, and we want point production. Egg laying is point production, but it cuts into all the points we can get over time from just activating the habitat in itself. We want to get food. We want to get food so we can play out for the Frototone Warbler, so we can play out Northern Flicker and Wild Turkey, specifically in the forest, so we can compete for the round 2 goal. We're just trying to do something annoying here. Okay, they might have had some connection issues or something. It happens. It happens. We are taking a grain here, I think. Yes, we are. We're not taking that grain. We're taking this grain. And then we are hoping to. Basically, we're hoping to get to somehow get a card cycler. That's the basic thing we need. Card cyclers and stuff that produce points in our grasslands. So let's do it again. We're still just primarily putting eggs into Star Nest because of the upcoming round and goal, giving everybody just a tiny amount of food. And then I will take first, so I can get this grain. And hopefully I'm giving people so many worms that they don't think that they want to take worms from the bird feeder, and then we can just sneakily take the play the Northern Flicker when there's like four worms in the bird feeder. Okay, blue still wants the worm here, so our plan isn't coming along for that just quite yet, but that's also fine. Almost back in a positive amount of time here. Good for them. And yeah, we are probably not going to be able to compete with 4 birds here unless we somehow manage to pick up something from this Wilson snipe that allows us to double play birds. But it's also fine. We're playing high scoring birds that we are playing for food we got while laying eggs. So we are pretty good for point production here. We don't need to be competitive for the rounding goals. And if both the opponents are fighting and ending up tying for playing birds in the forest, that's also really good for us. Because then they only gain 2 points on me each instead of gaining 4 points, one of them. Black-billed magpie. So I saw this guy pick up a predator just now. So this could be something that produce the possibility to gain foods even more. Also another star nest, which is great. Would be our final nest box builder bird. Can eat whatever food we produce with these guys. So it's a great contender to pick up. And we can't pick it up while picking up a Northern Shoveler, which also eats these kinds of foods, but yeah, not quite sold on it just yet. So let's just continue to lay eggs here. Or do we? Yeah, because we can't guarantee getting the thing we want to. So yeah, yeah. Let's lay eggs and take food now. I have a plan. So upcoming rounding goals is eggs in this specific nest type and eggs in the wetlands. The ring-billed gull can eat whatever food as well, and if we play him here prior to drawing cards next time, we get to draw 2 additional cards, one from sacrificing an egg here and one from cycling a card to this guy. So I definitively like that, and I am this time going to take the cherry, just so we have the turkey coming along pretty soon. Okay, magpie is gone, and out comes Spotted Towie. Isn't the worst bird in the world. Also gives us access to more food in the grasslands. And when you're starting to get a 3rd bird producing food here, we can, in theory, start to toss away food to produce even more eggs, which is decently impressive. But for now, I think we are just focusing on getting our additional draws. And when you have this Spotted Towie, playing stuff like the Northern Shoveler also makes a little bit more sense. Towie is also a bird for both this guy and this guy are really good for the upcoming round and goals. That being said, we already have 8 egg capacity in the wetlands, which is more than either of the opponents. We also have a substantially larger amount of egg capacity for the third round and goal, so do we really need to think too much about that? I guess blue just took the shoveler here, maybe to contest us in the amount of egg capacity available in the wetlands. They can't really lay eggs efficiently though, so that's a thing. But yeah, we need to find our card cycler, preferably today. You can't really force getting a card cycler, but I just really want to know what more we want to try to get food from. So let's do this. Oof, those are not great. Red-tailed hawk is a point producer. I don't mind that. Green heron, we're never activating the wetlands again, or may only if there's like a visible card cycler in the tray. Loggerhead shriek, also bad. Eastern bluebird, I don't love that either. And yeah, okay, I'm just gonna say it. That was trash. And I am ashamed of myself for even thinking that it would be a good idea to do that. Okay, but now we know. Now we know that that was a waste of time. We just should have known earlier. I guess we got 1 point out of it, but we also sacrificed an egg, so we lost the point. Freed up some egg capacity. Maybe we actually need to play the shipping sparrow now to just fill out everything. Oh, cowbird, eh? That's how it's going to be. I guess the belted kingfisher could help us still win the round and goal if blue tries to contend it. Looks like they are planning to contend it, and I wouldn't blame them to try to contend it, because winning round and goals against the point leader is basically the only way to catch up if you are behind. But what are we doing now? Are we deciding to play stuff like the chipping sparrow? We have lots of egg capacity coming online. We can still do the eastern bluebird into chipping sparrow, for example. Could, yeah. Sure, you do that. If we get another worm on the reroll here, I think we can afford to do the eastern bluebird into chipping sparrow, and then we have access. Then we can put a card cycler here if we just get that. But seeing that we are actually offered that, I think we will just take that as a sign to just start laying 5 points each turn while getting 2 food. It comes along with 8 additional egg capacity, in addition to the 3 egg capacity we free up. So we're gonna have 8, 16, 18 egg capacity to play with. That's enough time to get eggs for the wild turkey. Still no card cycler. Makes me a little bit sad, but that is what it is. Not a great combination of cards to play this late in the game, but it gets us 2 more points each round. And yeah, it's 11 turns left in the game now. We lay 5 eggs each turn, which means that we can lay eggs for 4 turns, which is the egg capacity we have now. And whenever we play like the wild turkey or the northern flickerer or the belted kingfisher, we free up more egg capacity. So I do think it's the correct time now to play that bad boy. And also, it's just bad. It's like when this guy got played, our grasslands became a lot worse than it was, because instead of we gaining 3 points on this guy every time, we only gain 2 points on him. But now we're gaining 4 instead of 5, so it diminishes the value of the that guy. What we're taking here? We are taking grain. So I want to go first, because once again we need to get food so we can play to wild turkey, which means we want to get the grains and cherries. Excess grains can also be used to play the northern flicker. We need to play this guy so we can finish off nest box. Look at them go, drawing so many foods each turn. If only drawing food gave you points. So the thing I think these two are doing wrong this game is that they built a lot of birds in the forest for the second round and goal. Of course, they needed that to compete with each other, but then they're also activating the forest when they are getting free food from me every turn. So if you're getting 2 foods each turn to do with whatever you want, you probably should be spending that food in an efficient manner rather than grabbing even more food. That's at least my subjective thoughts on what they should and shouldn't do. So, question, should we take an intermediary and play the belted kingfisher? We do know that at least the blue player also has another bird to play. He just got food for that. He's still far behind us in the current round and goal, so I don't think we need to worry too much about it. But it's also for the final round and goal. I want to win that one as well, so we could be taking the fish now, is basically what I'm thinking about here. Yeah, let's do that. There's enough time to find food for the turkey later as well. And I think about this time, we also just concede the fact that for now it's too late to find, pick up, and play a card cycler. Unless it pops into our hand by magic, we are not picking up, we're not cycling any cards this game. We decided to do the shifting sparrow instead, which means that we need to play more birds with high capacity nests. Which is fine. Which means that I guess we could play the flickerer just to get a cashback of food immediately. It's kinda like playing a 6-point bird that gives you a food, since we need the capacity. We can use the food later to play the kingfisher. But if we play the kingfisher now, we might deter the opponents from playing more birds in the wetlands. So that's also a thing. And we still have food for the flicker. It's like if we play the kingfisher first, we might lose out on getting worms in the bird feeder. If we play the flicker first, we might lose out on getting fish from the kingfisher. So it's like whatever we do, it might be good, might be bad. Dependent on what the opponents are doing. If only this game was a little bit more solitaire, we didn't have to worry about what the opponents were doing at all. But it's not completely solitaire. I guess now that we play the Kingfisher, we might not actually need to play the Northern Flickerer. We can afford to wait a turn. Just there being a guaranteed cherry here is also good for us. And we can afford to play the Wild Turkey for double worm, grain, cherry as well. Let's let that cook a little bit more in the pressure cooker before we are deciding what to do here. I guess the same thing could be said about taking a grain. We could double pay worms for the missing cherry as well. But yeah, if we play the Wild Turkey now, we get 5 additional egg capacity here, plus 1 more egg capacity back from spending an egg. So that lets us lay egg for 3 more turns. And there's 6 turns left in the game. We have plans for 3 of them, eggs and playing the Wild Turkey. Playing Northern Flickerer also lets us get access to playing, to just laying more eggs. I don't hate that idea. That's one more thing to play, one more round where we can lay eggs. We don't have to give food to the opponents anymore. But now that we got that fish, we can actually just play the turkey straight up. For these, because of that free fish we received, and then we don't have to worry about playing this one first or later. Maybe we actually play the common loon instead, because when you don't need to worry about food and the food rebate or the bonus cards, and you have like I need to play birds to meet my max capacity limits. Or to increase my max capacity limit, you're basically looking at point value on the birds plus the egg capacity on the birds. So this is a 7, this is a 7, this is a 7, this is a 6, this is a 4. But basically in my head right now. And playing a 5-pointer that gets us that we need to overfill with eggs is better than to play a 2-pointer that we don't get to fill with eggs, if that makes sense. Oh no, there is the house finch. But yeah, it's too late. It's too late to get the house finch now. The only thing that's good, if either of the opponent had a canvas back. Oh wait, there's like one bird that allows people to specifically draw cards. But yeah, it's too late for me to pick up the house finch there. I get that this guy is doing it because he can still he needs to spend the eggs out of the Dixisel so he doesn't run out. Also, he needs to draw cards so he can't tuck to this guy. So it makes sense for him to play that bird. We have 16 unused egg capacity, so we need to play one more bird. And that will probably be the red-tailed hawk. And hopefully it will be immediately after this this turn here. Sure, do your thing. Do we need to worry about egg capacity in the wetlands here? You have 6, 11. I have 12 currently. So yeah, I don't need to worry about it just quite yet. And if I actually need to worry about it, I think it's better to not worry about it. I will take first. I will reroll, hopefully get a rodent. No! That's not rodents. Okay, I will take a fish instead. We will get the possibility to play out the common loon. As I said, 6 plus 1 is 7, 5 plus 1, 5 plus 2 is also 7. The red-tailed hawk would have let us play a bird here, so we could spend excess food to get even more eggs, and we can activate it for additional points. That is why that would have been nice, but apparently we can't have nice things. I say, but a house finch was played in the wetlands of all places, which means that he is now also having 12 egg capacity here. I guess it makes sense if you look at it within those terms. We also have 12. We can play a common loon there to get access to 13 egg capacity. He has 4, 9, 11. So since they are challenging me now, I think it makes sense to also play the common loon here. Yes, I am aware that when he played this guy, we also can afford to now play the red-tailed hawk here. I just don't worry too much about it anymore, since winning the round and goal on top of making efficient plays is also a priority here. And it's kind of neat that this 1 egg capacity bird is going to help us to win this. Green has 12, so if he wants to try to win this even once more, he needs to spend his card, so he can't get another tuck on the Dixisol, which costs him a lot of stuff. He also needs to miss a 4-point action here. He needs to spend 2 eggs to make it happen, so there's a lot of reason for him not to do it. And he already beats blue, so he doesn't have to worry about them. So yeah, playing the common loon for its egg capacity isn't something you see every day. Now, let's see here. We have 2 turns left in the game after this. So the final turn we will earn 4 points rather than 5, which means that we could instead play this guy for 4 points. But what's the point of doing that? I don't really know. Let's just not give our opponents unnecessary amount of foods, because giving them more foods might make them catch up somehow. Maybe this guy has that one of the 3 specific food wetland birds that gives you more bonus cards. Giving him 2 more food lets him play that, catch up in eggs, and also get the bonus card. We don't want that. I guess if he got like the whooping train, he can do it with the food he already has, because I have given away too many worms. But it's fine. Look at that, he plays the black-bellied whistling duck. This is a 0-point play. This is a 0-point play that will, because the bird is worth 2 points and he spends 2 eggs. So that's 0 points. Also, he loses 2 more points from not being able to tuck it to the Dixisol. So that's a negative 2 points. And he also loses 4 points from not activating the grasslands this turn. So that's negative. That's an opportunity cost of -6 points playing this guy. And he's doing it so he can win 6 points only towards me here. He could have gotten the same amount of points if he had just activated the grasslands. I think playing this guy is a bad decision here. But it's fine by me. Opponents are allowed to make bad decisions. And I'm probably also doing stuff that other people find to be bad decisions. And yeah, people are allowed to do their own mistakes. Skip that. And skip that. I guess if we really wanted to win the final round and goal here, we could have played the Loggerhead Shriek. But again, it's like we gain egg capacity, but we lose just straight up 3 points by not playing the common Loon here. We don't need that much additional egg capacity, so gaining the max egg capacity over what we can lay of eggs isn't really worth anything. So yeah, I think we are fine getting second place here. Yes, it's a 6-point swing that green gets on us, and I guess they have 2 more bonus cards than we have. Maybe this guy also helped him do something else. He might have the bonus card for flocking birds, which shouldn't be impossible based on the specific birds he put into the wetlands here. But yeah, putting out 11 egg capacity in wetlands the final round just to win round 4, I don't know how worth it was. Because these are really low scoring birds when you're playing them out like that. But yeah, 22 points on bonus cards there. That's actually enough to catch me and surpass me. Wow, I did not expect that. Okay. Okay, did I have... okay, so I will take back everything I said about green player and their strategy. They... it looks like they knew what they were doing. Look at that. 109 versus 108. Didn't expect green to come crashing in back there at the end of the game. I'm in a really bad streak now. Just 1 point losses here and there, but that's a part of the game. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. This has been the Harbinger, and yeah, sometimes I'm just straight up wrong here. So let's see, they have 10, 17 egg capacity here. I have 4, 8, 10, 12, 13. Yeah, playing this guy instead doesn't really matter. We get up to 16 egg capacity. 17 is a little bit more. I guess we could have tied. But I would... So if we do that, we tie instead of him winning. He doesn't get 3 points more than me here, but I have 3 points less on the bird I played here instead of yeah. Maybe one of them took a rodent afterwards, and we could have gotten 1 more point here. But I guess then I would have won on food tiebreaker. No. Yeah, if I play this and if somebody also took a rodent afterwards, we would say time free breaker. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I think we play this right. If we had found a card cycler in time, this would have been a completely different thing. Maybe also we should have played this guy out here earlier and just tried to hit some of these hunts as well. That could have been a source of additional points. But yeah, of course you should expect everybody to get inflated scores when you're giving away 2 food each turn. So that's of course a little bit on me. All players hitting 100 points here, it's not unlikely when these sorts of scenarios happen. Also, green player playing out the cowbird is a very correct play of them, so they are correct for that. I still think that playing the house finch and playing the red black-bellied whistling duck, I think they are wrong in that you could do so much more with your time if this guy is here, and you just cycle this guy and try to find an 8-pointer you can play out instead. And if not, you can play him here. But I didn't quite pay attention to how many points you got on bonus cards from playing these two birds. But yeah, that's my analysis. This one has gone on for long enough. I have rambled enough at the end of the video as well. Thank you guys for watching again. This is Harbinger. See you guys next time. You guys take care.